If you're a current or former federal employee and you just received a certified letter from our friends at the IRS, don't ignore it. This isn't spam. It's an LT36 notice, and the IRS is now targeting over 525,000 people. Contractors, retirees, government workers for back taxes, or unfiled returns, or both. So if you work for the federal government, your paycheck, your pension, and even your security clearance could be on the line. So let's walk through what an LT36 means and what to do next. An IRS LT36 is a federal employee tax delinquency notice, not just a typical bill. It's part of a national enforcement campaign tied to something called FERDI. FERDI stands for Federal Employee Retiree Delinquency Initiative. It's a specialized IRS program that monitors tax compliance among anyone who currently works or used to work for the federal government. If you've got unfiled tax returns or even unpaid balances, FERDI flags your account and puts you on the fast track for IRS enforcement, whether you're still employed or you're retired out the door. You're likely receiving the LT36 for one of three reasons. You owe back taxes, you haven't filed one or more returns, or there's a mismatch between your federal W-2s and the IRS data. Your LT36 will typically include what the IRS believes you owe or haven't filed, instructions to log in at irs.gov, and a QR code to access your IRS account. They're also going to include a warning that'll issue a FERDI FPLP, which stands for the Federal Payment Levy Program. It allows the IRS to automatically garnish your federal pay for pensions or Social Security without needing a court order. So here's what you need to do if you get the LT36. Confirm that it's real. It usually comes certified. Then go to irs.gov and create a login to your IRS account. Review your balances and download any transcripts you can. File any missing tax returns as soon as possible and set up a payment plan to pay off the balance due. If you owe less than $50,000, you can likely qualify for what's called a streamlined installment agreement. For an installment agreement, you're just going to pay like a car payment, monthly over time. You can avoid wage garnishment, but interest at 8% compounded daily currently, that adds up. If you're in financial hardship, you might qualify for an offer in compromise or a currently not collectible status. If you qualify for an offer compromise, you could settle for less than what you owe. The IRS reviews your income, your assets, and your expenses. The process can take somewhere around 14 months. Let me share a real case that I have, how I found out about this. I have a federal contractor and they received an LT36 for 2 years of unfiled taxes, $17,000 worth of tax debt. Once we actually filed the accurate returns, his real balance dropped down to just $4,200. We helped him out, got him into a $125 payment plan, and he kept both his contract and his security clearance. So what happens if you ignore the LT36? The IRS can garnish 100% of your federal paycheck. They can levy your Social Security or retirement payments. They can report the issue to HR to revoke your security clearance. And if you're a contractor, they can garnish your 1099 payments at the same time from the source. For those in active duty military service or in combat zones, the IRS collections are temporarily suspended, but you must take action as soon as possible after you return. So let's recap. Check your IRS account. File missing returns, set up a resolution plan. Avoid wage garnishment levies and FERDI enforcement. If you've received the LT36 and you're not sure where to go, visit us at besttaxpro.com. We help federal employees, retirees, contractors resolve these notices all the time. You don't have to face the IRS alone. So let's just keep in mind, I'm available for representation if you need it, but for a lot of you, you can take care of this on your own. I wish you the best and I hope this has been helpful.